Welcome back to Factorio, playing the SpaceX mod on extreme settings. And last time I was fixing up our smelting stacks, and as you can see, we have quite a significant amount of smelting going on. In fact, let's quickly have a look at our production stats. Let's have a look at over 10 minutes, so 40,000 roughly, copper plus 20,000, that's about 60,000. In fact, can we reset filters? What do I want? Oops, no, I want them on. Let's get rid of everything basically except plates and so on. There's rather a lot, aren't there? There's probably a simpler way of doing this. Never mind. We're not using that simpler way. Alright, so blue is the amount of copper, which as you can see has been constantly fairly high. Orange is green circuits, which has been bouncing around, so 30 to, well, it's up here, it was around 40,000 I think per minute, and 20,000 iron is around about here, which we're actually not having too much trouble maintaining. 6.6 thousand, which is sort of peaked at about 8,000 or so. It's not bad stats. These stats are good enough for basically considering the output to be like a megabase. If it was maintainable, our biggest problem right now is that we are painfully out of copper ore. It's not coming in fast enough. And the UPS is dropping when we're near all of this, but if we get a little bit away, it picks up again, so I'm not too concerned. See, the copper is coming in, and I don't think any train waits when the copper's here. They just come straight in to unload as quickly as possible. Here's another one, straight in. So we can handle what's coming in, it's just that it's not producing, they're just not producing enough ore to stay on top of things. And well, when all three are in there, you can see over to the left of the screen, well, if I bring up the logistics view, what was it at, about 18,000. Well, you can see it's dropping really fast. It's gone. So they come in, they manage to get slightly ahead for a moment, and then whoosh, gone. Sucked in by this army of robots, which is 27,000 and growing because it is not enough. So there we go. The other thing that we have going on right now is power. So I boosted power up to 4 gigawatts, but when we did have enough copper before we turned everything on, we were peaking at about 3.8, so we're right on the boundary there, and we need to get more stuff happening. So I'm going to just run across here. I don't think I've actually done any building of the nuclear as part of an episode. I think I've done it all offline, so I might actually just this time build some of the expand the nuclear, because I think we need to aggressively improve it at this point. So let's come up here now. Mainly, I know you can knock down blueprints from anywhere around the map, and because I can come up here and we can scroll right into it, we could just place blueprints, and in fact I will use that to place some blueprints. There we go, there's our nuclear book. I basically want, I can't, I need to, well, it's much easier just to go up there basically, is what I'm trying to say in a nutshell. We need heat pipes. Why don't I just walk up here where I know the heat pipes are and grab all the heat pipes. How many are we trying to build? 300. Wow. Yeah, these things we're trying to build. 500. I might lower that to 300 at a time, because they seem to get in the way of the heat pipes being built. Yeah, you're a bit slow. What are you waiting on? Copper. Yeah. Okay, never mind. As we know, copper's sort of slowed to a trickle up here. In the starter base, we'll have to dismantle it at some point soon. But as you can see, when we're away from the main base, we're getting some of our UPS back. Now, these guys are in the way. Does that disable this power? I don't think so. I think the power has other means of getting across, so we don't really need stuff blocking here. Okay, good to know. That's the one I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 more of these straight up, and I note we're starting to run out of room. Although I can add to this end, I just need to move a few things about. I possibly should do it sooner rather than later, though. I mean, we still have room, so that's fine. So if I'm adding these 4, we still have ends, which are the reduced ones, but each one of these that are in between is basically a 4, so that's 32 extra capacity to our nuclear. Now 32 each of them can take 4 of the heat exchangers, so that is 4 by 32, which is 128. Which in other words is in the order of 11 to 12 rows of these, because I've got 11 in each of these rows, 11 and 19. So 128 is just shy of 132, which would be 12. But I think we're just slightly short of what we could have done previously. If that's 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 34. So if we've got 34 in total, 34 times 4 minus 4, basically, minus 4 because these N1s are 1 less, is 132 times 4 is 528. Divide that by 11 and we get 48. So that means we're going to have 48 of these rows. At the moment I think I've got 36 because that's 9. Oops, how did I manage to get myself in there? How is that possible? Oh, there we go. There's a little gap between them. Alright, so yeah, that's 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18, and I think down on the other side I have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yes. So I've got 36 and I can have 48. Now the only thing is, I think per heat pipe, I was just checking that these are in the logistic zone, and they are, so there's no issue there. As soon as they get delivered, as soon as they get power added to them, and fuel, then we will have then we'll have them all going, and that will support extra. But yeah, what I'm saying is I think each one of these heat pipes can basically support a gigawatt of power coming off it, each unique one starting at the nuclear assemblies. So what I'm trying to do is stick to that ratio for safety. I also need to make sure that all of this is connected by I also want to make sure that we have RoboPort connectivity to it all, so that I can use the robots to build most of it out. I guess I'm going to build over this little bit of nuclear because it's pretty tiny. How far away are we from the bugs? We're actually starting to get quite close, so I might just go and nuke them as well, but I will at least build out a little bit of this first before I turn around and start shooting the nukes off. Oops. The only thing is, what I want to basically come along here, and to that point, then we can get our blueprints for nuclear, and the one that we need to use is this one. Line it all up, and put in some normal water pipes. And pump in some water. Convenient that I have 12 of these offshore pumps. So that'll be one when the robots finally get here to deliver it all. And basically I'll build another stack of 9 here. I will then build another tendril coming out this side, and 3 more on this side, because this stack can support that. But before we get into that, I think, to be on the safe side, I want to make sure that the bugs stay well clear, which probably means I should nuke some of these guys out of existence, maybe starting over here. So let's do that. Hopefully I don't die. I mainly die by nuking myself, not through biter actions, but through my own carelessness with the interface. It's a little biter nest. Let's let off a nuke up there, another one this way, and then just shoot these little things. Harmless little pests that they are. I normally just run away, because what seems to happen these days with the way they've changed the mechanics is when you nuke something, you stir them up and you stir up the ones behind them, but they give up the chase. So that's something they never used to do. So because they give up the chase, oh there you go, 20 million electronic circuits, and we haven't even finished building our factory yet. Because they just give up the chase, if you run away fast enough, and I've got the 6 legs, well, I better put some armor in if I'm going to be doing nuking. If you run away fast enough, they lose interest, and so you don't have to defend yourself from them. So you can nuke one batch, move over, nuke another batch, and rinse and repeat. But this lot, unless there's green ones, they're so easy to kill that, you know, with the uranium ammo, that you might as well just shoot them. Let's get another nuke ready. No, let's not. I'm a lot more careful these days after having nuked myself a few times to check what I've actually got targeted before I launch anything. So there's a couple of things in here that are better off dead, really, aren't they? Seeing all their friends die, it's probably too hard for them to carry on living on this planet. Okay, how are we going? Tons of nukes, very good. Let's just have a quick look down here. That row has filled out. That's what I wanted, so I could work out where to put the power poles without wiping them out. So I'll tell you what, we'll delay more nuking until we've got more of the nuclear laid down. It's just a bit of a pastime, bit of bug nuking, a new hobby. Right, we need one about there, and just run along, fill this out. Handy as it is. I may have already shown some of this online, and if so, I'm not sure if it's getting boring yet, but possibly the nuking is new, I don't know. And at the end of the day, you have to start repeating some of the things that you do. It's just the nature of a game like this. It's still fun though. Let's see now, we want this formula. Oops, did I move that at the last minute? I hope not. I don't think so. So that should be good. We just need to get a pump for it. That was convenient. And let's resume our nuking. Probably running low on heat pipes. I am. I've only got one left, so that's not going to work terribly well. I might have to see if any more have been built, in fact. So they seem to be taking a while. This could get a little bit less than fun. Oh, not really. There's only a few that survived the initial assault. But here comes that extra wave that you can normally outrun if you feel so inclined. See, these are the ones that can cause you some pain. There is another thing up there. Let's just let it know who's boss. Good, we got the green ones. They really are a bit of a pain. Where are you guys coming from? Oh, there's only one now. There we go. Here, meet my nuke. Nice. You might as well introduce a few more of your friends to some nukes. Now, with this number, I sometimes switch to the flamethrower, which is probably better for killing lots at once. But never mind, that will do. How are we looking overall? There's one patch just there that I wouldn't mind taking out, and otherwise we have probably cleared enough, unless it's actually gone. No, it hasn't. Oh well. There we go. We've probably cleared out enough for the moment. These patches aren't all that exciting, unfortunately. Never mind. Let's see how our building's going. See if we can get some more heat pumps. Yep, that's in place. But certainly one is not going to work. I could just sit in the logistics zone and wait for them. Oh, you guys don't actually have power. That's no good. What do we need power going up here for? No reason. Probably an earlier design that I had that I ripped down. So I didn't like it at all in the end. But this simple seems to work. Heat pipes. We need some heat pipes. Oh, while we're here, I might just show you my nuclear processing. So there used to be another row here. I've had to move it over to this end, and we're getting close to moving another row over here, but that's fine. So along here we've got some centrifuges for the initial process. Then we have the Kovarex, what's it called? Kovarex enrichment process. And one machine that's churning out the fuel, but we've got tons of the fuel. I think we have. I might need 146. What are you set to? Doesn't say. The fuel's less than 200. Well, I've just added a whole lot, so it's having to catch up. But the important thing is we've got 29,000 U235. We're not short at all. If that starts dropping, I might have to boost this process, but I mean most of these have shut down because they're chocker with the U235, so there's nowhere to output them because I've just got them outputting them to passive providers so that we don't produce massively more than we need. Although you could also argue that 29,000 already is massively more than we need, so there is that. That may not actually be enough to do another row. Let's just see. But yeah, I basically need to get this up to, well, this is going to get us over 5 gigawatts. Maybe that will do for the moment. Move some of the building down to the megabase, where the resource is much less of an issue. We're just going to have to, whoops, that's no good, realize that we are going to be shutting off the old base soon. I don't know how much that's going to save us. See, I didn't think it would go far enough. I don't know how much it's going to save us in terms of UPS, but yeah, getting rid of all those belts probably will help a little bit. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Looking forward to seeing you in the next. So, see you later. And that's not the way of shutting it off. This is.